I just saw a lady get tasered for trying to snatch a woman's face mask to give her to child. I argued with my husband about whether or not to post this because I'm pretty sure this will make the local news and I didn't want to burn this account just yet, but he won our PS, so here we are. Prepare yourself. This story has layers. We were at the dreaded big box store picking up potting soil because we are going to DIY ourselves through the isolation. Things aren't crazy here yet, but there is a 2 per customer limit on a majority of items. I assume this means everything, so we are getting 2 bags each of a few different types of soil. My husband is loading the last of 8 bags on our cart. When I hear her, I know it's a Karen just by the level of unnecessary outrage in her voice. Karen, are you kidding me? Not a lot of people out here in the garden center. But we all look to her. I was almost disappointed to see she didn't come with the requisite haircut. She actually looked like a frazzled mom, her kid tugging on her hand and an overfull hand basket of groceries, and I had a moment of girl, I feel you. But damn it, she was pointing at us. Karen, you can't buy that many. You are hoarding. My husband, yeah we can. We are getting 2 each. Karen, oh you don't fool me, I know what you're doing. My husband, so do I. Fuck off. I'm just sitting there imagining all the ways I'm gonna rock his world tonight. Well, Karen huffed at that, spun around and yanked her kid back inside to go complain to the employee working the register nearby. Now, we already paid for our items. The employee had come out and scanned the bags earlier, and he could easily see our cart from inside. So, being finished, we pushed the cart out of the garden center into the parking lot. And then the automatic doors open behind us, and I hear now. They're stealing. Juice, great. We load the soil in the car and turn around to bring the cart back and look at plants. By the time we get back, Karen has given up on trying to convince the employee we are the Bonnie and Clyde of dirt and is now trying to negotiate skipping somebody in line. She has a child, you see, and her handbasket. Well, it's just so full and heavy. Could she please just scooch right on in here real quick and it'll just be an extra second, she swears. The woman Karen is trying to skip is young, maybe college age, and wearing a face mask, not a medical mask, but the stretchy kind you'd wear while riding a motorcycle or when you're skiing. My husband has just informed me it's a neck gaiter. The mask is black and has like scary wolf teeth on it that honestly made the girl look like somebody you should not fuck with, even though she was wearing a Gap t-shirt and flip-flops. Mask girl is just shaking her head no, and that's all I got as we dropped off the cart. Eyebrows, pick up a couple plants, and we head inside to wait in line. Now it's showtime. Karen and Mask girl are near the register facing off. No pun intended. From the looks of things, Mask girl finished her purchase and Karen stopped her before she could leave. I don't know if she grabbed her or anything, but Karen was still holding her full hand basket, so she hadn't checked out yet. Well, she hadn't paid for her groceries yet, because clearly this woman had checked out. Karen, but you don't even need it now. You're leaving. My son could get sick because you won't give it to him, and he needs it. Mask girl, hell no, you can't have it. Back off, lady. Karen, but my son really likes it, and it's obviously made for boys anyway. Why would you even want to wear something so scary? Mask girl, because I like it, and it has my germs on it. Why would you put a stranger's mask on your kid? Karen, ugh, why are you being so rude? You wouldn't let us go through the checkout first and now you're making my son very upset. Mask girl, your problem, not mine. And then Mask girl turns to leave, while Karen manifests the biggest balls ever and grabs Mask girl by the back of her mask. Let me make a side note here. When all of this is going down, we're all just standing in line and watching. The register is still going boop, boop, boop as the employee scans items, but otherwise we are all just inside this hypnotic bubble. But when Karen reached out towards Mask girl, it was like the bubble popped and made everything crystal clear. Not slow mo or anything, but I absolutely felt hyper aware, like Spider-Man. Karen reaches out. People on both sides of me inhale loudly. Karen grabs the mask and yanks. A lady on my right yells, and my husband steps forward, so getting laid tonight. Mask girl tucks her head down and she turns to Karen like a pissed off bull with a bright shiny new target. I think Karen was going to say something like, "Don't walk away from me," or something, but all she got out was "Don't crack, /." I looked around. Because the noise was so loud I figured the roof was about to cave in. But out of the corner of my eye I see Karen spasm and drop to the floor writhing. Little Miss Mask Girl had a fucking taser. I dunno when she pulled it out. This tiny little flashlight looking thing, but she laid Karen out with it. And not one of us moved for what felt like forever. Like we were frozen. And then it was fucking bedlam. Security guard shows up. More employees show up. Mask Girl is chilling, like she's been through this before, and knows what comes next. The kid is screaming that the wolf girl killed his mom, even though she's groaning and sobbing on the floor and clearly not dead, but maybe wishing she was. The people that had been in line with us were all talking at once trying to tell the security guard what happened. We hung around just witnessing the insanity for maybe 2 minutes before Karen started choking out demands for an ambulance, the police, a lawyer, the mayor, restitution, and reparations. My husband made eye contact with an employee and got a thumbs up when he put the plants on a shelf and pointed towards the door. We got the fuck out to there. We drove home in silence until my husband parked the car in our driveway and then we just burst out laughing. Neither of us have ever seen anything like that before. We live in a small beach town. People are super laid back and mellow. Karen was anything but, and I hope to never see her again. Eater, not sure what the awards mean, but I thank you very much. I made this account to tell a story that happened 25 years ago and blew my shot on a Karen instead, slowly responding to messages, but to answer a couple cues, I can't access security footage. I'm an unreliable narrator in what Karen's body actually did. I wasn't looking directly at her, but she flailed, fell, and squirmed while groaning. I do not know the difference between a taser and a stun gun. Mask Girl had what looked like a thin baton flashlight. We have very lax taser laws in this state. Thanks for reading. Take care of yourselves and stay safe.